One day on Little Walker, morning, wood alcohol. One day on Little Walker, passing the time, talking to Beulah, complaining about fall and the hot roads, how hard it was to keep antifreeze in my little Datsun these days. Beulah says, well, talking about how hard it is and used to be and all that. During the war, this antifreeze had a quote on it. Government bought it all up. Now those brothers, B.B. and Sylvester, when they was driving school buses, B, he'd put that wood alcohol in his'n and steam on off with them pretty Plum Creek girls and leave Sylvester still a-pouring water in his'n. Oh, he was a sharpster. Thought he was, yeah. Thought he was a dealer and a wheeler, too, with that bright, new, yeller school bus and them rattle-trap used cars a-rusting in his daddy's cow pasture. I learned a few things about him. Then I learned a few more, till I learned enough not to learn nothing more. B.B. got in with Jack down at my shop, as he put it. Well, one night in '44, when I got off work at the plant, I left my little Chevy coupe with them to boil out the radiator, and instead of my antifreeze, they slipped me this wood alcohol. Next morning I started up, went in for my coffee, come out the door, and it looked like a miniature steam plant down there. Smoke a-pouring out from under the hood, red flames ready to shoot up. The fire'd be a-licking over that windshield any minute. So I drove on over to B.B.'s. I looked at him level. He had on his green shirt, pink polka dots, and his business yeller, purple and red striped tie about a foot wide. B, I said, you be straight with me and I'll be straight with you. Did you put antifreeze in that radiator or wood alcohol? Well, B looked right shocked, but he turned the other cheek. Why, Beulah, antifreeze, antifreeze. Oh, he was sly. He was meek and humble. He was Christian. Antifreeze. You couldn't hear that last word. He wheezed it out so low, like it was some kind of cuss word nobody dared to breathe, except me, maybe. Me and the devil. Antifreeze, antifreeze, Beulah rasps, whispering. I said, stand right there, B, right in front of that hood there. Started up, lo and behold, right up through B's shirt, a big cloud of smoke come a-puffing like a steam locomotive. Oh, B.B. vanished, disappeared. Yep, B went up in smoke, tied to. I shut it off and just looked. Well, B, I said very hard. Well, B.B. I looked very hard through that windshield, till poor B come out from under his cloud. Oh, I looked at him hard. Beulah, he said, you see, I put in antifreeze and well, you see, Beulah. Chain-smoking, one-lung Beulah, 70 years, 80 pounds, squatting in the doorway, broods as the cigarette shortens, as the red tip burns into her fingertips. She blunts it out in her palm and rises, limber, stabs it out on the wood stove, stabs it again, stoops again to the sill, one palm still full of ash, still smoldering, one cupped, bare, open to the ceiling, building the story with both hardly moving. The potter in her is patient. Now sidelong, motionless, looks across the linoleum where Flo sits, stolid, expressionless, without response on the sofa, her hands on her knees like a goddess, a Mayan idol, her sister's face somber, high-boned, mask-like, opaque in its fringe of gray, its ghostly nimbus of plastic, shredded storm window on mountains. Says, I put in antifreeze. Slowly, Flo lowers her head and raises her hands. covers her leathery face with both hands, trembling.
Sis, I put in antifreeze,
says Beulah, raising her pitch to BB's high treble, whispers her bee whisper. Like a tremor of earth passing under the sofa, her shoulders shaking, less sound than vibration. Flo emits one low, prolonged chuckle. Gasping, doubled over, struggling for breath, her voice quavering with bee quaver, Beulah rasps.
Sis, I put in antifreeze, but it come out wood alcohol.
Flo lowers her hands, bares her dark face to the room, broken into 1,000 wreathed lines.
But it come out wood alcohol.
Laughter, Bulin laughter, flown laughter, doubled, redoubled, trebled, trembled over. A keg full, a room full, a bubbling room with a spout, a living room's warm cauldron, a cunning, red mountain pot of the low, hushed laughter poured out entire, to raise it to my lips, to quench my thirst, to build a room, to fill a room full of that laughter, raised though it be in fall.